Welcome to Power and Policy UK, where we cut through political spin to reveal the real power behind British policy. Today, we're asking a simple but uncomfortable question. Is Britain still a global power or just claiming to be one?
Britain calls itself a global power, but what does that really mean in 2025? Is the UK still shaping world events behind the scenes, or are politicians selling us a powerful myth built on history rather than reality? Today, we're cutting through the speeches, the headlines, and the hype to uncover the truth about Britain's real place on the world stage. Is Britain still a global power, or is that just a comforting story politicians keep telling voters? Every time a prime minister steps onto the world stage, we hear the same confident language. Britain is back. Britain is leading. Britain is a force to be reckoned with. But behind the speeches, the photo opportunities, and the carefully worded press releases, the reality is far more complicated and far more interesting. On paper, the UK still looks impressive. It has one of the world's largest economies, a permanent seat on the UN Security Council, a powerful financial hub in the City of London, and a military that operates across the globe. British diplomats are active from Washington to Beijing, and the UK remains a key player in NATO, especially since Russia's invasion of Ukraine reshaped European security. These are not the signs of a country that has disappeared from global influence.
But power today isn't just about history, titles, or flags flying outside embassies. It's about leverage. And this is where the picture starts to blur. Since Brexit, Britain has lost direct influence inside the European Union, the world's largest trading bloc. While the government talks up new trade deals, many of them are smaller than what the UK once had automatically as an EU member.
Critics argue that Britain now spends more time trying to prove its relevance than actually shaping the rules of the global game. Economically, the story is mixed at best. Growth has been sluggish compared to other major economies. Productivity remains a long-standing problem, and public services are under strain at home. A truly powerful country usually projects confidence from a position of strong domestic stability. When living costs are rising and infrastructure is struggling, global influence becomes harder to sustain, no matter how ambitious the foreign policy sounds. Then there's military power. The UK still has advanced capabilities, including nuclear weapons and a professional armed forces, but years of budget pressure have reduced troop numbers and stretched resources. While Britain can still act, it often does so alongside allies rather than alone. That's not necessarily weakness, but it does challenge the image of an independent global heavyweight.
Soft power, however, remains one of Britain's strongest cards. British media, culture, universities, and the English language continue to shape global conversations. From the BBC to world-class higher education, the UK punches above its weight in influence that can't be measured by tanks or trade figures. This kind of power is subtle, but in the modern world, it matters more than ever. So, is Britain still a global power? The honest answer is yes, but not in the way it once was, and not always in the way the government claims. The UK is no longer a dominant force shaping the world on its own terms. Instead, it is a significant player navigating a crowded, competitive global stage where influence must be earned daily, not assumed.
The real question isn't whether Britain is powerful, but whether its leaders are being honest about what that power looks like today and what it will take to keep it in the future. If you want clear, no-nonsense analysis on UK politics and global influence, subscribe to Power and Policy UK. Share your view in the comments, and we'll see you in the next breakdown.